So I often get companies reaching out to me to review their products, and if we're honest, a lot of the time it's a load of old junk. However, it's not often that the junk is worth $600. And I'm not calling this device junk, it's just something I found very interesting and will explain exactly what it is in a minute. And don't worry, this isn't a sponsored video. As always on this channel, this is just my honest, unbiased opinion. Say hello to the portable frequency healing device, the AHA Halo, which uses something called scalar energy therapy. And the idea is it creates an invisible energy field around you. Inside there's a frequency library with over 100 programs for things like pain relief, better sleep, detox, or even balancing your chakras if that's your thing. In short, it's marketed as a wellness device that uses frequencies or scalar energy to help you feel better. Now, the tricky part about reviewing a device like this is how do you actually prove that it's doing anything? Similar to things like Reiki, breathwork, or tapping therapy, everyone's experience will be different if they even have an experience at all. Because of this, I decided to set up a few simple tests, which we'll get to later. But before that, how does all this energy malarkey work? As someone who uses binaural beats to help me focus and meditation to help me relax, I thought maybe this device was a mixture of these two. However, that's not the case. Binaural beats use slightly different audio frequencies in each ear to influence brainwaves for focus, relaxation, or sleep. And meditation practices can lead to specific brainwave states such as alpha, theta, and delta, though these states are achieved through mental focus and relaxation techniques, not scalar energy. So I thought I obviously have to check out the website to find out all the information of how this device works, and this is what they have to say. The AHA Halo leverages advanced technology to convert frequencies into powerful scalar energy fields, delivering comprehensive health support and protection for its users. Not really an explanation here, seems more like they're going for the ask no questions, tell no lies approach. So after doing a bit more research, it seems like there's no science backing this stuff up, but we're used to that on this channel. Similar to Joe Dispenza, who has had thousands and thousands of people have life-changing results following his method, it proves science isn't everything. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been walking around with this device in my pocket, blasting myself with scalar energy 24/7. Now personally, I did notice a little difference. I'd pop the device into motivation mode and I'd feel a little bit more motivated. Now was this the scalar energy creating a motivational force field around my body, or was the device just making me more mindful that I wanted to be motivated? So I tried some other settings like good mood, and to be honest, I did feel like I was in a pretty good mood, though I also do feel in a pretty good mood most of the time anyway, so it's hard to know if the device is doing anything. So for the video, I decided to run some scientific tests of my own. Test 1 was good sleep. I set the device to good sleep and placed it next to me while I slept, and in the morning checked my Whoop sleep performance for my results. So I did have good sleep, but my regular sleep is good, so on to the next test. Test 2, meditation. Now I'm currently using a device by Muse where I meditate and it monitors your brainwaves and gives you feedback. So I decided to meditate with my AHA set to meditation mode, and again, like my sleep, my meditation was good, but no better than it usually is. Now there is a mode on this device called water charger, and apparently you can change not only the frequency of the water, but also how it tastes. It tastes like water. Okay, so I've got the device set, and now I'm just gonna wait 2 minutes. Users have reported that the water may taste fresher or smoother after this process. Some attribute this to the device's scalar energy field, which is claimed to influence the water's molecule structure. Okay, so it's been 2 minutes. Let's see if this tastes any different. Cheers. Tastes like water. And for the final test, I've been suffering with chronic sinusitis for about 5 years now, and there happens to be a setting on this device called sinus and nasal, which I guess is specifically made for me. And I've been using this setting every day to hope it helps with my chronic sinusitis. And has it helped? And in case you're unsure, no, that's what it's always like. Now, I personally believe in energy, frequencies, a lot of spiritual stuff, and just because we don't understand or can explain something doesn't essentially mean that it's not true. However, despite my openness, I don't think this device offers much more than a placebo. That being said, the placebo effect does work, and I did find it a positive experience, kind of like a mindfulness practice. I put on motivation mode and I do feel motivated. However, this might be more to do with the novelty of testing out, and I can't imagine using it long term. Most importantly, this thing costs $600. In reality, I think I'd benefit more from walking around with $600 in cash in my pocket. I think I'd find that a little bit more motivating than a device that radiates scalar energy or whatever.